Okay, here we go. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to do all the addition subtraction first. So whatever has to be added or subtracted to move it to the other side, do that first. Okay, and in this particular case, I need to subtract 21 from both sides as well as subtract 14x from both sides. And just remember that addition and subtraction, it doesn't matter what order you do them in so long as the sign out front stays the same. Okay, so there we are there. I just rearrange it so I have the x term first. You don't have to, but certainly it's a convention. So don't just realize here that this negative sign belongs to the 7y, so it stays there. Okay, there it is there. Don't lose that just because you got rid of everything else. Okay, so last thing you have to do then is divide everything by 7y. I'm sorry, by negative 7. And this is where people get mixed up with their signs. Okay, negative 7 divided by negative 7 is just y. And negative 14 divided by negative 7 is 2 times x minus negative 7, sorry, negative 21 divided by negative 7. It's actually plus 3. So it's going to be plus 3 there. And there's the equation there, y equals 2x plus 3. Okay, so look for the journal question in just a second, and that'll be one of the questions you have to do. In fact, it may be the only question you have to do. I haven't decided yet. You'll know soon enough. Big surprise coming your way. Okay. One other thing we can do with these with this line of sorry, with this slope intercept form. I'm having a really hard time with my words today. It's almost 5 o'clock and I'm still at school. Yeah, feel sorry for me. Anyways, one of the problems you might run into is something like this. Where they give you some of the information, but not all the information to make up the equation for the line. We still want to be able to write the equation in slope-intercept form, but we don't have the y-intercept. We have the slope, but not the y-intercept. So if you start by filling in the things that you know into the general equation, in other words, y equals 2 over 3x plus b. I know the slope, I just don't know the y-intercept. But I also know this piece of information here. It goes through the point 5, 4. And what we saw today was that if you plug in the coordinates into this equation and you get a true statement, then that point is on the line. So because we know it's on the line, we can plug in that information into my equation to make a true statement. In other words, put x equals 5 and y equals 4. So 4 equals 2 over 3 times 5 plus b. And then I solve that for b, and that'll give me the y-intercept. Now, I know a lot of you are at this point going to be tempted to convert this into a decimal. I'm just going to suggest you not do that, but I can't stop you, I suppose. But if you keep it as a fraction, things work out really well. Don't forget, your calculator will do fractions for you. Okay, so if we convert 4 into a fraction, it's the same as saying 12 over 3. Okay, 12 over 3 is 4, same thing. And I did that because I want it to have the same denominator as that. Okay, and I subtract 10 over 3 from both sides, and it cancels out there. And on the left side, I get 12 over 3 minus 10 over 3, which is simply 2 over 3. And that's equal to my y-intercept. So now I can take this and put it right there. And so my equation is y equals 2 over 3x plus 2 over 3. Isn't that easy? Okay, and so you can do things that way. So the last thing you're going to do for me right now then is I'm going to give you a similar type problem, and you'll work out the equation the same way, do your best, and then there'll be one journal question for you on Edmodo. Here you go. Okay, so the slope of a line is negative 4 over 5, and it's going to go through the point 5, 7. So try to figure out what the equation of the line is. I'll give you 3 seconds here. In 3 seconds I'll give you the answer. Okay, so there's the general equation of a line. Let's plug in what we know. In other words, the slope. And then I need to figure out what b is, and to do that, I'm going to substitute this information into my equation, so it looks like this. Okay, I've just substituted x and y as 5 and 7, respectively. And now I'm just going to multiply my negative 4 over 5 times 5, which is easy. It's just negative 4, because the 5's cancel out there and there to 1. And now all I have to do here is just add 4 to both sides. And now I know what the y-intercept is. So this goes right here. And I get y equals negative 4 over 5x plus 11.